So Pop Topic is quoting a source saying that a certain Aquaman starlet encouraged Jason Momoa to leave his wife during the filming of Aquaman 2. Their source goes even further, saying that certain Aquaman starlet was determined to break up the relationship. They talk about flirting and more behind the scenes. You and we are going to talk about that today. Interesting times, huh? Interesting times indeed. Oh man, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And when we're looking at this, I know that Pop Topic, they're quoting an inside source, but still, look at this as a rumor. We don't know exactly what went on behind the scenes, but having somebody that is supposedly attached to the Aquaman 2 set saying that certain Aquaman starlet encouraged Jason Momoa to leave his wife, yeah, that stuff, man, that is spicy. Now, as far as the source, Pop Topic, is concerned, they're different from a lot of other places out there because I believe that they actually do have connection to people behind the scenes with Aquaman 2. They were right about certain visa problems coming from a certain Aquaman starlet. It looks like they were right about the cost to it, about the abandoning of sets and on. So when they come out with an article quoting a source behind the scenes for Aquaman 2, again saying that certain Aquaman starlet was encouraging Jason Momoa to leave his wife, yeah, that gets the old noggin jogging, doesn't it? Now, to start off this bombshell claim, they do something that, well, I mean, when you look at this, that makes it even more enticing. They don't talk about crew members singular, they talk about crew members plural, as in a lot of people knew what was going on behind the sets. Aquaman 2 crew members, you notice that, members, claim they repeatedly overheard that certain Aquaman starlet encouraging Jason Momoa to leave his wife of 16 years. Now, if this was that open, by the way, if people, they repeatedly saw that, you're going to have more people that are going to break that silence. It's going to get more interesting, I have that feeling. She was determined to break them up. An Aquaman 2 crew member revealed in a tell-all email the pair had been openly flirting behind the scenes of both Warner Brothers movies, the insider confidently claimed. Then they go even further, saying that yes, that certain Aquaman starlet, they indeed wanted things to end when it came to Lisa Bonet, Jason Momoa's wife. Now, we'll continue with that in just a moment, but I know there are people out there saying that this isn't possible, but think about this from that certain Aquaman starlet side of things. How many names have been linked in relationships when prior relationships were already going on? You've had Eddie Redmayne, James Franco, Liam Hemsworth, Billy Bob Thornton, you've had Leo DiCaprio, you've had Kevin Costner, so many others. JD would have been one of those too. Many of these people, they were in relationships. Those relationships, they got wrecked. So again, a rumor, but at the same time, Now, this continues with more bombshell accusations saying that the flirting between the two, it wasn't just looks and glances or maybe words exchanged. No, they had become quite quote-unquote handsy between shots and off-the-clock special events, according to, and again, they don't just have that one source that they're talking about. They're saying that several members of the Aquaman 2 team, they actually saw this. Quote, the cast and crew of Warner Brothers' Aquaman 2, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom were unsurprised. I mean, if you saw all this playing out, yeah, you might know how it's going to develop, but we're certainly upset. I could see feeling that way too, to discover Jason Momoa was considering divorcing his wife of 16 years, Lisa Bonet. By the way, they had a relationship, from what I understand, 16 years. The marriage, it went on for 5 years, but still, 16 years of relationship down the tube. And for what? For what indeed? The on-screen Aqua King and Aqua Queen were spotted becoming quite quote-unquote handsy between shots and off-the-clock special events, according to several members of the team. Now, if you think that's something, listen to these next few parts, because this is something. First of all, their source talks about how that certain Aquaman starlet was busy asking Jason Momoa about his relationship. I'm sure you've seen that play out before, too. You know, somebody asking, but they're not really asking. They're trying to influence, saying things like, quote, "You don't look happy. You can do much better," while, quote, latching onto him like a lovesick teen. Then they come right out and question whether or not that certain Aquaman starlet and Jason Momoa had an affair, and what they're saying, according to their inside source, is yes, they did. Quote, "We're even told by our insider that Jason Momoa and that certain Aquaman starlet had an affair. Quote, I could see that something had changed between them as the film progressed, and I was certain of it. At the very least, they exchanged a few drunken kisses after hours. So, we've gone from being handsy and exchanging words, flirting, and, well, trying to influence a relationship to drunken kisses and beyond." Man, like I said, these are bombshell accusations here. Now, the article goes on to say that their insider, they said that there were several incidents where all of this transpired, and they note one right here. I mean, listen to this. Several glasses of red later, she got quite handsy with Jason Momoa, and she'd do it in front of an entire crowd, no less. She'd lean in close to him, lay her right hand on his leg, and gently rub his thigh. I swear I've seen her groping him at one point. And she does so despite the fact that he and his wife, they've been happily together for 16 years. She treats it as if it were a game. I mean, look at that there. I mean, if this is true, oh man. Jason Momoa, first of all, you've seen what exactly happened with other people. Beware, son. Beware. Then it goes on to say, the cast claims that certain Aquaman starlet was aware of Momoa's marriage to another woman. Lisa Bonet, Momoa's wife, had been a frequent topic of conversation as she urged him to leave because he could do much better. Quote, I'm not sure whether gaslighting is the correct term, but that Aquaman starlet would make Jason feel bad about being married to Lisa Bonet. During their private but extremely loud, deep, and meaningful, she'd say things like, you're not really happy with her, and you can do much better. Now, there are other items listed in this too, but you get the idea here. And one thing I keep wondering when I read this, what the heck is going on, Hollywood? What kind of place are you running? I mean, it's supposed to be professional. It's supposed to be after the hashtag era, basically where people, they treat each other like co-workers, not like we have described here. Yeah, what's going on there? What's going on indeed? But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff, and as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Appreciate you sincerely. Want to help out the channel, by the way. There are links in the description. We could always use your help, so definitely check those out. But you being here, that is the most help of all. So sub, share, you know that drill. And again, thank you, appreciate you. Ending here. See you soon.